This conversation has come up a lot with people that I talk to, whether clients or, you know, whoever, or when I talk with my wife. And life is just, it's just so much more enjoyable when you're leaner. Um, and I'm talking from I'm not, just like, I'm talking from my own personal experience and then what I have heard from clients. So not just like making up stuff like, oh, it's blah blah blah, or trying to convince you. Like, legitimately, because I've been on all sides of it. Like I always talk about that. I was skinny fat most of my life. Um, I was fat for a few periods, and then majority of the last 15 years I've been extremely lean. And it's just better, and it's better in so many different ways. Like, for one, clothes feel great. Like, you could put on pretty much anything you want and it'll fit good, it will fit well, it will look good. um it's one of the quotes that I always liked is something from Rick Owens. He's this fashion designer. He said, like, the most chic thing or fashion is having a fit body. Like, basically, you it doesn't matter the fashion. Like, if you it will look better if you are extremely healthy and in good shape. So I 100% agree with that. And also, just from the perspective of, like, it's it's good, it's nice, it's enjoyable to be able to do whatever you want physically. Like, you don't get winded, you don't get tired. Hopefully it's not just losing weight and being lean, but you want to be lean and strong. So I'm gonna assume that we're talking about both those things. But being physically capable of doing stuff, is a really cool feeling. Um, and so, you don't need to worry about, like, if some friends ask you to go to, for a hike, and, like, oh man, you're gonna die, you're gonna get winded, or, you need to, I'll tell you a really satisfying experience. And I do this frequently. Like, if I'm like, if it's a big parking lot and I could walk across, sometimes I'll just sprint. And it's so nice to be able to sprint and not get tired. It's a great feeling. Um, then obviously, being intimate with your significant other, that's also a phenomenal thing. And that being leaner and stronger definitely helps that. But yeah, so I just wanted to say that. And so I don't want to just make a statement and then leave you here hanging like, okay, well, because I do understand that for most people, the reason most people never get lean is because it's extremely confusing and overwhelming, and the probabilities are low. Not because you're not capable, but basically because we've been brainwashed into doing things and thinking about things in the most difficult ways. So my actual recommendations when you're trying to do this, if you want to do this, is, one, remember, if you do it with a group of people, it's better. This is why CrossFit has and was so successful. And then any, like, group type, gym or workout thing, like, you're going there, there's other people, you're having fun, you're meeting people, and that's a big thing. So then the probability that you'll go back goes up. And so my first recommendation to people is always, not everybody has the personality of being able to do stuff on their own. Even myself, like, I like to work out with a bunch of people. Like, So my first recommendation is find a gym. There's a lot of gyms and, you know, group style training. Whether and honestly, like, people like always talk shit about different groups or different methods. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you could do Orange Theory, you could do Barry's Boot Camp, you could do a CrossFit gym, you could do F45. Like, all these things are great because guess what? There's gonna be somebody watching form. You're gonna be having a good time. You're gonna do stuff that normally by yourself you're not gonna push yourself to do. So first step I would say is like go join a group fitness type program. And we just have access to so many in, today. I would say, like, be in a positive place because it's like I'm not a big fan of the people who are screaming and yelling and like it's like David Goggins style. Like, what's up, guys? Like, that's not enjoyable to me. I like a positive, constructive, encouraging, nurturing type of environment. Um, so yeah, that would be number one. Number two is when it comes to the food stuff, that's going to be a huge thing, right? Like, obviously, I will always talk about and tell people to try the burrito diet. And it's more about the principles of the burrito diet, not necessarily you got to eat burritos every day. Which, if I had to summarize it, like, the burrito diet is all about eating things that are enjoyable, convenient, lower in calories, and easy to track. Like, that's what it's about. Maximizing enjoyment and convenience, while staying within whatever calorie range. And generally, what we eat on this is like real foods. So that's kind of the two things. And again, you could do a million different ways. Like, you could just say, I'm gonna do fasting. I'm gonna do, you know, meat and vegetables. Um, yeah, like people like this. Let's see. I just, by the way, so like people do stuff like that. Like, I just ban them and not pay attention. Like, it's it feels better to be nice. So I don't know why. Like, well, I do know why, but it feels good to be nice, to be nice to other people. So like, I know a lot of people who are constant, like, making a lot of content or whatever. They'll highlight mean people and say, like, talk about it. Like, I'm not interested in that. It feels good to feel good, and I think kindness is number one. So anyways, as I was saying, in order to increase the chances of getting leaner, join a group fitness class, where it's fun and positive, and then eat real foods, do the burrito diet, try it out, and life is better when you're leaner. Um, at least that's my personal experience. And by the way, I'll add the thing of, like, people think if you're lean all the time that it must suck, like you're just restricting, and that's not the case at all. Um, if you're doing it the right way, you don't need to restrict anything. In fact, I have less restrictions than pretty much everybody. Um, but yeah. Alrighty. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and be back some other time.